Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat and welcome back to another episode of Judge Plays. This time we are going to take a look at Project GGG, short for Guns Golden Gang. Alright, so Project GGG is a top-down looter shooter extraction game developed by Action Square, a Korean games developer. So essentially, you are sort of a bounty hunter, and you are sent to this desolate planet. And so the theme is very much futuristic bounty hunter, space pirate adventure theme. So you do have this operator. You have several types of what should I say, this classes. So we'll just demonstrate the custom creation, the character creation. So you can, there's not that many customization, but then again, all of these won't matter when you're in game, because the equipment that you're gonna be, mainly like the loadout that you're gonna be equipping is gonna change the cosmetics. So all of this is just if you're naked. Like you have no equipment whatsoever. You have no helmets or pauldrons or chest pieces. So this is what your character is gonna look like. So the implant is essentially your character, your class. So Guardian is more of your it's more of a tanky build. It's more of a paladin type build. So its specialization is defense, and it has a particular default weapon. Although you can use other weapons when you're already in game, you can pick up weapons and you can use them without any how should I say this, any restrictions. So you can choose whatever weapon you use, but this is just the default weapon that you get if you don't have anything equipped. So these are your main stats, strength, and then you have your additional stats. So Berserker essentially is a melee combat specialist, so typical of any MMOs or RPGs. Then you have your bounty hunter. So this is actually the default or the recommended class for starters. Weapon attack specialization refers to your you gain additional damage for your weapons. And then Stalker, this is more of an assassin type character. I also have one of these because of the camouflage, which is one of the basic active skills, or your default active skills for Stalker. And you have the passive skill focus. Hangman is more for Grenadier. You're gonna get this grenade launcher. So this is more for AoE massive damage type characters. And then you have your Seekers. This is a flamethrower, so it's more of support. So you can jump into the game with other players. So you can choose which role you pick. So I primarily main a bounty hunter and a stalker, but my stalker is much more well-rounded. Primarily because I like the invisibility, the camouflage. So you do have here your talent skills. So these refer to active skills, meaning you have to click them. And all of these refer to attack deterrence, meaning these are for more defensive skills, and these are for more offensive skills. And these are essentially okay. So it just gives you buffs essentially. So these are for more support type roles. So for my stalker, I usually use the ambush and then ambush prep. So it allows me to do stealth. So with my build, I do have several stealth skills. My camouflage, which is coming from my implant, which is a given, and then from my cape, which provides me with hiding as an ability, where if I in mobile and I'm hidden or I'm in stealth mode, I yeah, it removes any debuffs or anything negative. So for the passive skills, the default slot for this is just one, but you can buy additional slots, and I think the progression for the cost for each slot is like 50, 100, and 200. And then for the passive skills, you just have to go here. So most of these are already grayed out. So enhancement refers to your offensive passive skills, and defense is for your defensive passive skills, and composite is for other buffs or other stat items. So since I am a stalker, and I mean, like, not me but my character, right? So the main stat that I have to level up is agility. Now I'll show later on what each particular stat contributes to your character progression. So I put on hit points, agility, and shield, as well as weapon mastery. So to go to your stats, you just go to your equipment, and then you'll see here, essentially this is my stash. The stash is something that is shared between your characters. So each of your bodies, it will share the same stash, and this is inventory would be for that particular body. So for the details, just click here and you can see your stat items. I mean, like, your stats. So strength, agility, and intelligence. So these are your primary, I think, yeah, 3 primary stats. So strength increases hit point and defense. It also increases attack damage if that is your primary stat. But since I am my character is a stalker, my main stat would be agility. So each point agility will increase attack damage. So this is why I got the implants, I mean, like, the skills for increase in agility. So for agility, it affects weapon attack speed and running. So running speed does play an important role in this case, because you're up against not only NPCs or gangs or aliens, but other players as well. So this is an open world PvP also. So I mean, like, this is an open PvP zone. So run speed there. So I'll just deposit this helmet here. Might use it if I decide to play a guardian. So I might just put that here. I'm gonna sell this. So we do have merchants. So like any other looter shooter extraction game, whatever items that you bring out of the game when you escape, you can just sell them to these merchants. So I sell this. So you just get credits here, and then you can use those credits to buy either from consumables. But the weapons and armor dealers, these are, I think since it's just an testing phase, it's not that good, because the weapon dealers, the selection is not that good, so as for armor dealers. So primarily use here the craftsman, because the selection is better. But for craftsman, you're not going to use credits, you're going to use ores. And when we jump into the game later on, you'll see that there are certain ores there you can mine by destroying them. So these are the ores that I've harvested from all of the nodes scattered across the map. So for like for epic type gear, it's gonna cost me some green ores and rare green ores, but I'd only have a handful of them, so I'm not gonna try spending on it much. So let's jump into our first game. Let's show you guys around. Alright, so I guess I'm here with another player. So for each match, oh, okay, it's just the 2 of us. Okay, so it's gonna be a huge map. So each match, only 18 players can play. Alright, so since it's just the 2 of us, not a lot of people are playing it, since it's just in its early testing phase. So not a lot of people are playing on the servers. So it's just the 2 of us. And besides, It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, so I guess it's sort of a dead time for players. All right, so let's jump in. Usually M to check the map. So here are premium chests that you can loot for better gear. Let's just check. Usually check for healing items, which I've slotted here for 1 and 2 there. Right. So for each weapon, it has a special skill. Each type of weapon. So this is a beam assaulter, and its secondary skill is a power shot, which you can see there below. And my secondary weapon is a scrap axe, and it has a secondary skill of, there we go, a tomahawk, which pulls in enemies. See there, if I activate my camouflage, NPCs ignore me. Also, it makes it's much more difficult for other players to see me on the map. Other players are indicated on the map by a big red dot. So, alright, so these dogs. So you see the colors here indicate the rarity of the items. So if I check the map, so you see here this faint white line, that's essentially the zone, and it's shrinking. So these shaded blue areas, they start to shrink up until this white zone. So see there, safe zone shrinking. So I'm gonna I better start holding my A, my B, my bum. So you see there, alright, so one of the other players have successfully extracted himself. Essentially, he's already left this area. So every now and then, escape pods are gonna drop down, and it will be indicated on the map as like white arrows, which you can go to, and then click it for safe extraction. Make sure to extract before the timer runs out. So that's essentially the entire gameplay. So another escape pod has arrived, so I can proceed here and extract. Before that, I saw this sort of a mini boss, which would actually give me better items. Damn! Just press 1 for health. Let's regen some health. Just whittle his health down. Come on, big boy. Okay, got you stunned. So I got me some crazy bolt leggings, increases defense. Okay, I'll take that. Let's pop some what do you call this? Hit point ampule. So see there, that's a 3-star mini boss. I'm not gonna mess with it. He's gonna whoop my bum. I want to show you the mineral nodes which you can destroy for ores, and then which you can, oh there you go, which you can trade with the craftsman for better gear. Oh crap, never mind, just ignore me. Okay, someone mined it already. Right, you see that red, ominous red icon there. So that's Crazy Nut. So it's like the central boss for this entire region, and it's a big boy. I'm not gonna mess with him. Oops, never mind. Alright, so I'm gonna show you. So this is the ore. This is like a nodule for mines, which you can destroy for ores. So these are the, see, these are the escape pods. You have to click them, wait for a couple of seconds. Before that, maybe you can still explore a bit. You know what? I'm not gonna take any more chances. I'm just gonna go home. Alright, that's GG's. Alright, so you're already here. So see, there's a counter. That's the countdown timer. So every 16 minutes they cycle through their stocks or their wares. So now you have here a new set of gear, halberd, which weren't here earlier. So you can sell your items, and it doesn't matter which particular merchant you're selling them. You can just sell them to anyone. I think the rates are the same. So just sell the gear that you're not gonna use. Usually sell the green ones. Alright, so that's essentially the entire game. So the credits you can just use for other things, but since it's already just in the testing phase, things are very limited, as well as the skills. I think I've already maxed out the skills that I want for this particular character. I don't want to be buying a strength module because it's not for this particular hero. But yeah, that's essentially the entire game. I might keep on playing and change the body that I'm gonna use, or I'm gonna change the class. But yeah, essentially this is it. So let's deposit our ores. I just usually keep some of the health ampules, just in case I just want to run with full gear, or like a full set. Right, so yeah, that's the entire game so far. So ranking hasn't been shown yet. You can invite, if you have any particular friends you can party with, because I've seen other players who go into the game in a party and they just dominate the entire thing. So you do get an advantage if you play with other people in your same party. Right, so that's Project GGG. So I hope you guys like it. This is probably the first time I'm talking over my videos. I'm just pretty new to this, so I just hope you like it. I hope you like this type of content, but it's, show some love. Just click that like button, subscribe. It's gonna help me a lot. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Cheers.